pour so high? How high are you willing to start the pour from?
How high are you willing to let me on your couch?
Oh my god. It's a good point. Sets the cup on the floor, stands up on the couch. Here we go, pour. I don't know about that one,
I would
Chief.
definitely miss.
You definitely would miss. Get it all over the
If
fucking
I got to
carpet.
start near the cup and
go up, it would work.
Yeah.
But you'd have to move up really fast because the cup would, at the rate that you like that rate that you poured,
Yeah.
the cup would fill up before you got like even part of the way away.
Yeah, you're right.
You just have to move up really quick.
Yeah.
Very, very fast though.
Hello, everyone,
Howdy.
and welcome back to the Frasier podcast. How'd you like episode 8?
Very good.
Was it a fun time?
Niall stole the show once again.
I love how
Once
right
again.
he's the very first scene with him. I love the running gag that he just will not
Remember
commit
Roz
Ross
to memory. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh hi. Yeah, we've met. How are you? It's like, what are you doing here? Like, yeah.
Looking for a career.
Also, I like the gag of Roz like just dating shitty men.
Ooh,
It's pretty funny because Roz and Frasier get together, right? Is that who gets together,
No.
or is it Roz?
He doesn't
and...
get together with anyone.
He doesn't get with anybody.
No,
I thought he did.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
I did like the lady he like kind of dated in that one episode.
Oh yeah. I think it's to keep the Lilith fans alive.
Are there Lilith fans?
Well, she was in like 6 seasons of Cheers.
That's true, man. And that's a bold move because in this episode we learned that Lilith cheated on him.
Yeah, that was in an episode.
It's a bold move
yeah.
to strike against the Lilith fans like that.
Well, that's how she left the show. That's the storyline that she left
In Cheers?
Yeah.
Oh, so we already knew that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
See, I know.
That's why
very
they got a
little.
divorce.
Okay, I just thought it was kind of nebulous.
Yeah,
that they got a
no,
divorce.
yeah.
But you said in Cheers we like watched the divorce happen.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't happen on screen, but we
Right.
You see
Yeah.
the events leading to it.
Okay. Should definitely watch more Cheers.
We're gonna watch all like 12 seasons of Cheers. Are you that excited to see more Ted Danson?
I mean, he's kind of hot in that show.
He kind of is.
like
Kind of
like
is.
now he's just like silly, comfy grandpa.
Mhm.
But like, I could run my hand through his like run on his chest. in
I'd
that
run
show.
a lot of things in his chest.
His
hair.
chest. Oh, it's sad.
It do just
No.
be that way.
But it was a very good episode.
right.
And like the way it got as heavy as it did, like
Yeah.
the noticeable shift in just atmosphere of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But then like it bounces right
It
back
bounced
organically.
back so fast.
Like it's really good. Because it ended on the note of the discussion between Frasier and his dad.
yeah.
Like it ended in that atmosphere.
Yeah, and it's like,
But even at
brave.
toward the end of that, it bounced back in like a hopeful kind of way, and they were
Yeah,
just like,
it was
you know
cute.
what?
It was
Yeah,
very cute.
We're good. And then we got fun dog energy.
right.
Fun dog energy.
And Daphne Moon always just cutting
always.
in with the good.
I kind of like.
I love when like the dad is like, Daphne, can you leave the room so I can talk to my sons? And she's like, of course, ask the help to leave.
I never get to hear anything good. Yeah,
Never get to hear the good gossip.
Yeah.
Like-
it's pretty good. Like I'm like 99% sure her accent's fake.
I like to think
It
that
feels so fake.
everything she says about her family is fake.
Yeah, she's just lying.
I want that to be.
Maybe her name's not even Daphne Moon.
I don't believe it is. That's my headcanon.
It's such a not real name.
And her accent is also not real.
Super not real.
That I'm just like, everything about her is fake.
That would be such a swerve, right?
And everyone's just okay with it.
yeah.
It's like everyone, and no one would be shocked in universe if she
Right.
ever revealed it. Everyone would just be like, yeah.
I also liked how in this episode there was a moment where Niles like sniffed her hair. There was no attention called to it or anything. Like there was no laugh track sting with it. It was just a thing he did in the moment while they were there, and we moved on. But it's so in character. Just like a quick lean over, sniffs her hair, and then like goes back to doing what he was doing.
I feel like theater actors do really well on like sitcom television.
Yeah.
Because it's like the same atmosphere.
Yeah. You're performing, especially when it is genuinely in front of a live audience.
Yeah.
You're performing on a stage effectively. The set is a stage.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
They don't always like go well into film.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
And that's unfortunate because they're acting more than any of the film actors,
right?
Who I swear none can act.
Mm-hmm. Like think about Freaky Friday, right?
Oh yeah, but I kind of liked that about the energy of that movie because like even in those characters can like hold a scene by their performance.
Yeah,
by their just like physical performance. Sure, their faces are a little too exaggerated. I think it being a decom helps it. Like yeah, it's gonna be a little wacky, guys. So that helps that tone. It's one of those things where you need to know how to also use the performances of your actors.
For sure, you play into their strengths.
Yeah,
which, you know, luckily there's some directors who can take that energy, and then there's just some who are just like, you're doing a little too much.
I always feel like obviously no offense to the actors themselves and their performances, blah blah blah. I feel like a lot of like the film actors are like just faces. Like, they get hired for their face and not really their acting ability.
Yeah.
And, like, that's fine in theory, but it does make it feel like everything is, like, pretty flat in a movie outside of, like, your script and visual direction.
Mm-hmm.
At least to me.
I agree. But it's, like, it's kind of shitty the way that when someone becomes the face of something, that, like, you know, you can't move on. Like, I saw a tweet recently that it said that for Spider-Man, for like the Tom Holland movies, they didn't want to try doing their own adaptation of Green Goblin or Doc Ock because they feel like they couldn't find anyone as good as Alfred Molina or Willem Dafoe as
those
their
actors
two characters.
Don't own those characters.
I get that. Well, no, so I saw the tweet that said that was the reason that they didn't do it.
Yeah.
And then in the discussion following, it's like people were saying like, this is how art dies, you know?
Yeah.
Like this.
100%.
Like it just kind of is. Like
it's how narrow-minded like the general audience can be,
and
like that does restrict art moving forward. Just kind of is what it is,
right? Because you know, sure, you can compare a performance of one person playing a character to another playing a character. Yeah. Sure, fine, whatever. But that doesn't mean it's how you make things different.
Yeah.
You know. And there's nothing wrong with different. It might not feel the same, and
we
have
attachment. We have like double digits in terms of like Spider-Man performances, as much as people don't want to believe that.
Right.
And the best one is Spectacular Spider-Man. I'm not sorry. That was the best voice and performance Peter has ever had. It is what it is.
I mean, yeah.
Also, issue 2 of Ultimate Spider-Man came out, everyone. Still good.
Still good.
Still amazing.
Let's go.
I could not believe the sheer restraint with Green Goblin.
Yeah.
So he's introduced in this issue, but also not introduced in this issue. Because he gets mentioned.
Okay.
And that's, so Peter gets the spider at the end of issue 1. And issue 2, he's now, like, a month or 2 in.
Okay.
To like trying to be Spider-Man.
Right.
And J. Jonah Jameson and Ben Parker, because it's the Ultimate Universe, so he's just alive.
So he's just around.
He's just alive.
He's just kicking.
Aunt May died instead.
Go off.
Yeah, I'm like 10 out of 10.
Go off. What a swerve.
But Jameson and Ben are partners for a newspaper. That's not the Daily Bugle. They quit that job in issue 1 and they're starting their own company.
Oh, okay.
So they're sitting in a sauna discussing things. They're like, yo, this Spider-Man is a thing. Is it weird that there are 2 costumed freaks running around, but only one is being reported on? And Ben's like, that is. We should look into that more, and that's what we get.
Hmm.
And he does mention, like, yeah, and you have this green masked armored guy is just around.
Just
it's
hanging out.
weird, and like no one's reporting on it, and that's the.
So we're going with a kind of different goblin.
We straight up don't know who it is. Yeah.
Well, I just mean as opposed to like the other ultimate universe goblin, who's like that, like a big goblin.
Yeah, he's more of an Iron Man.
Okay.
In this one.
Interesting.
That in Peter's suit is not the normal suit.
Okay.
It's all black, aside from the eyes.
Huh.
And like when he's talking about his powers, he's like, oh yeah, I have increased strength and whatever. And he's web slinging, but none of the narration ever mentions
the color of the suit.
The web slinging specifically.
Okay, whether or not he has to make.
But we see him return to his apartment, and the mouthpiece fades away.
So we think he has the symbiote.
I'm pretty sure that's just the symbiote. He was given the symbiote by Iron Lad instead of a normal suit.
That's kind of cool, though. Actually,
because this cool. If it's the symbiote, that means that Peter's a different person in this universe.
Yeah,
that means the symbiote will have a different personality. Because it's not going to get the depressive Peter personality. So I'm excited. I think, like, if you all are interested really in cool. Spider-Man and you want, like, to get in on the jump of a continuity, current Ultimate Spider-Man, really cool.
I honestly might check it out.
It's really
sounds
cool.
Awesome.
And his daughter knows. Mayday knows about him being Spider-Man.
Let's go.
She just walks in. Like, Peter gets in late at night.
How old is Mayday in this?
Like 5 or 6.
Okay, so she kid.
Yeah. But neither his son nor MJ know.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. This is cool.
It's so cool.
This is like it's just different.
It's It's like you can make nearly everything different about Spider-Man and still make it feel like Spider-Man. That's what this proves.
Yeah. It's not Tom Holland again,
Oh fuck that
noise. Like you can have things be different. You can have different actors.
The fact that he's
characters.
like Peter is now like in his 30s, and he's only now starting to be Spider-Man is just like so cool.
It's kind of wild, right?
Yeah.
Could you imagine like waking up tomorrow and having to like be Spider-Man?
Oh my god!
At this age, at our ages,
it do be cool. But yeah, we were back at the shop. It's closed.
Yeah, it was closed.
It's closed. We got a little sign that's weird. Like I guess red.
Red was like, I can't be bothered.
I can't be bothered today.
That's it. I can't be bothered today.
That's how I'm going to assume this happened. The cool air in the dark store is a nice reprieve from the heat.
See, if it was animated, I would want him to talk kind of the way the mayor from the Powerpuff Girls talks, where the mustache just moves and you don't see his jaw move at all.
It's good. It's good.
Very good.
As we walk together to the cash register, I expect to hear Ralph in the back room cursing while he works. And I certainly do. But I also hear another voice. A familiar voice.
You sure you haven't seen him?
Oh, him? Who's him? The voice inside my head is laughing.
Not today, Sheriff. You might find him if you check the north of Lake Emma, like we told you to. Don't get saucy with me. We did check the lake. There was nothing down there aside from a defunct mining tunnel. Try checking the bottom of it. I guarantee you'll find somebody. Maybe more. My deputy's a damn otter. If there's something down there, he's surely seen it. With eyes as wide a pot as his, I could probably mow down half of downtown in front of him and he'd miss it.
Oh my god, that's so rude.
That's so mean, Ralph.
That's so rude, the little toddy boy.
The eyes aren't that far apart, Ralph. What are you being such a dick for?
It's not nearly as bad as the main characters of Home.
Yeah, true. They got whole states between their eyes.
Zimbabwe.
Not one bit of that now. Focus. Tell me where you think his routine would take him on a typical day like this.
There's an edge to his tone. The slowed slur in his speech from a few nights ago is gone. William's back to the old Will I know, the one who picks out a single word from a sentence and chases it all the way to its hiding places in your thoughts. I don't like the sound of this conversation. Neither does Murdoch by the look on his face. His expression tells me I should hide, and I agree with it. And I'd be able to follow through with his plan if it wasn't for the man I run into. Murdoch's father.
Oh, there he is. Out here, Sheriff Adler. He's here.
There was something sharp and shrill in the man's voice that I can hear now that I didn't before. A shaky kind of gleefulness that you might expect to hear from a man who had misplaced blackmail of a rival, but just found it beneath his couch cushions. It's such a quick and sudden burst of energy from an otherwise aloof old man that it takes me off guard.
Finally!
Oh my god.
It's been 80 fucking years since we've seen this man.
Finally a cute character. The door to the pharmacy opens, and William walks out with a surprised look on his face.
That was quick. Good. Now I don't have to chase you down.
He looks more put together than he looked a couple nights ago, but the bags under his eyes are much worse.
Sure, Sheriff.
And the fur on the back of my neck is prickly.
What do you need?
Just your cooperation.
He turns to Mr. Barnes.
Is there a back room I could use that isn't stinking up the air with chemicals? I feel like I'm practically swimming on the fumes. Of course.
The old fox opens his mouth, and he was about to say something, and then closes it again. Almost like he had confused himself.
I can show you where that is.
Right, he can do that.
He strokes his chin, and then jerks his head towards the hallway. Then he glares at Murdoch.
Good. We can reopen before we lose all of the luncheon crowd. Handle this.
No, of course. The room isn't far.
It's like the same back room we always use. It's right next to the chemicals.
It's far enough away.
Oh my god. Oh,
it's far enough away,
god.
I guess.
He walks me and the sheriff down that narrow hall. It would be stupid as hell to make a run for it now. But I still think about it.
Right then. I have a few points to cover. I would have asked sooner, but my hands were tied.
Ask away.
Okay.
Sure, Sheriff.
What were you up to about a month ago when you received that head injury walking back from the mines?
Oh, that was a while ago, Will.
Hard to forget an assault, though, ain't it?
He had a head injury, no?
Me and Will both look at Murdoch.
You a doctor all of a sudden, Fox?
Well, no, but I have had a concussion before.
Since when?
Since I was a teenager. It was one of the worst days of my life, and I don't remember most of it. Even the parts I was probably awake for.
Well, he was well enough to walk all the way home.
Nick helped me back, actually.
I know.
He says that line with confidence, but now he doesn't look so sure of what he's looking at.
He's the one who told me about this.
He said something about attacking me for my work, but it's still a bit fuzzy.
Are you saying Nick saw who attacked you?
Maybe.
I feel a pain of guilt. This puts the suspicion more on Nick than on me. Though I can't feel that bad about it if he told Will before talking to me about it again.
I can't be sure, though.
You don't remember anything about who attacked you?
Well, I know it was from behind.
Esto?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it was.
Had to load up the other font.
Yeah. That's good. And I can see his face. Because he snuffed out the light.
But you say it was a he.
There's an edge to in his tone. Unless James is hiring women to work at the mines.
And why were you at the mines?
Must have been seeing a client. Just a client. They come and go, and I can't remember them all.
William's eyes flick to Murdoch when I say client, but I catch some hint of concern, but Murdoch nods. Well, sighs.
Though I might have been visiting Nick. Can't really say. Wish I could.
Will puts out a notepad from his pocket and scrawls a few things down.
Can we see the picture you draw, William?
We're not from Willy Boy's perspective, so we're not gonna get the cute little whistle theme,
we're not gonna get Life is Beautiful.
We're not gonna get Life is Beautiful.
Damn it!
How much would it cost to buy the rights to use Life is Beautiful
for
projects?
I feel like it can't be much. How do you go about purchasing rights to use something?
I assume you just contact the rights holder.
I suppose so. And that shouldn't be difficult. People do it all the time for various different things.
Could I just tweet Swery and be like, can I use Life is Beautiful for
a project?
An art project?
And then he says yes. And that's the confirmation. There's the tweet. Here's my proof.
Screenshot it.
Yeah, period, right?
Clearly not Photoshopped.
Clearly not Photoshopped. Hell yeah.
It's fine. It's better this way.
Well, that about sums things up on my end. And what?
Oh, why are you here in the first place? You sounded pretty urgent.
Mr. Burns asked me over.
Oh? He did?
Yes, indeedly.
Indeedy?
Deedy.
Indeedy.
Yes, indeedy.
Oh, okay.
Said staff around the store were acting peculiar. Then you were one of the folks he name dropped. And then I remembered we had unfinished business to take care of.
Fuck's sake, Will.
Don't you click your sandpaper tongue at me.
I mean, he does a lot.
Sandpaper?
Yeah, he's a cat.
I'm still mostly in the dark with respect to all the damn incidents occurring as of late. Either of you want to fill me in on anything, or what?
I did all the photos for you, but over half of them have been corrupted. Over half? I thought I corrupted just the one.
No, you opened the light chamber, you silly goose.
You goose box.
Well, that's just peaches.
That's still my favorite one.
It's pretty good.
That's still my favorite. That's my goal. I want to have a conversation with Will and
make him do that.
Yeah.
But we did see what looked like somebody assaulting and dumping a body down by the lake.
I know. I told you that we looked.
So if there's nothing there, then either the bodies are well hidden, or the lake is carrying them away.
If there's bodies there at all, sure.
I assure you that there's certainly somebody down there if you know how to look for it.
Bodies that get swept away tend to float, so something might come up. But if we sweep the shoreline for months, and there's still a killer out there, then I'd rather our efforts be spent on stopping him before he makes another corpse.
Or her.
Oh. William rolls his eyes. Oh
Women.
My god!
Women can't be murderers.
It's gonna. Oh god! What was the quiet daughter's name?
Oh,
It's Holly and
the glasses daughter. Oh yeah,
Dahlia.
Dahlia. Yeah, that's
Dahlia.
it.
Okay.
I knew it started with a D. I was just trying to get there.
Dahlia.
Dahlia.
It's her. She did it. She's the one keeping secrets.
She is. Go arrest her.
She went to college. She's smart. Women aren't allowed to be smart in this world.
She's a witch.
This is the early 1900s. She's gonna get burned at the stake.
Burned at the stake. Witch.
I saw her read a book once.
Oh, no.
William rolls his eyes.
You've been spending too much time with your sisters. Predators in these cases are almost always men.
You think it's a predator?
Truth be told, I don't think it's just one killer. And that makes it messy for me, because it means I can't pare the events down to a single motive like lust or greed or desperation. So maybe you're right, and one of them is running around with a skirt. I just don't think it's as likely, considering the usual fare of the tragic events that I investigate.
He trails off as he glances at the two of us.
So this isn't related to anything we've been talking about. But do I have this right?
He fixes his eyes on Murdoch and jerks his head to me.
Is he working for you now?
It's just part-time. I need the money.
And how exactly did this proposition come to pass? Don't recall seeing any wanted flyers when I passed by. The last time I saw you two together before that night was to visit my office at the Hip. I thought it was strange at first, but now I think I get it.
He smirked.
Mr. Burns. I recall you telling me once that you were above paying for something you could get for free. What changed?
I think he's starting to sound playful. But it sounds more like he's suspicious. Murdoch merely shrugs. He expressed honest interest in honest work. So I put the offer on the table and he took it. Will nods and grunts out a one-note laugh.
Honest work, huh? Your daddy seems convinced that's the case, at least. Let's hope it stays that way.
He walks to the door and puts his paws on the handle. Before he turns it, he spins around.
But if he doesn't, and what I think is going on, then maybe Sam could teach you a thing or two about his profession.
He gives Murdoch a slow look up and down.
I could work off some extra steam. Seems like it could be your forte. If there's anything important for me to know, I'll be in touch.
Then he slipped through the door and shut it softly behind him.
No, come back. There he goes. He's gone. Forever. For the rest of the row. Oh no.
Man. Why's he gotta be so hot?
He's pretty good. Man, he'd be like, hey, yo, I could have 2 of them. He'd say, yo, give me 2. I'll take another one.
He'll just use Todd's paycheck.
Todd's paycheck.
Sorry, Todd, I couldn't pay you this month. There were some extra expenses that came up. You understand.
Sam, why is there moaning coming from underneath your desk?
Quiet now, go. Get out of here.
We wait and listen by the door.
Was there anything amiss, Sheriff? Not to my judgment, no. Thank God. I'll leave you to that.
I really don't like being around Murdoch's father. He's like fine. He's just a forgetful pupper.
He's a curmudgeonly little old guy.
Yeah.
He's just a curmudgeonly type.
Do we want to just walk up to him and just like fudge around the mustache?
Yeah, just yeah.
Grab the whole muzzle and just start like shifting up and down.
You want to do that thing where it's just the you've probably seen the video. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, and he like flops the dog's mouth. He says, hey, get the fuck out of here. It's very good. There's this Elden Ring one that I've seen like 20 times in the last like a month. It's really good. I think Ian linked it in the Discord.
Oh my god. It's like that or just to bop a cat on the forehead. Just
Boonk.
I feel like for dogs it's always like I just want to grab the muzzle.
Mm-hmm.
And for cats I just want to smack them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right on the head.
Reasonable.
It's fine. It's fine.
Very reasonable.
It seems like one moment he's shaking your hand, thanking you for blessing the ground you walk on. The next moment, it's like you're a soldier caught behind enemy lines. If I don't know better, I think that's the difference in his relationship between a customer and an employee. But it just seems like sometimes he genuinely can't tell the difference at any given time. It's completely unpredictable. He's old. Murdoch scratched the back of his head. So, Sam... Yes, Murdoch. Was he being a prick, or was he offering to buy me? Probably both. I tilt my head and shrug. Pays well. I don't need money. But it sounds like you're thinking about it. He puts his hands in his pockets. Well, might be exciting. Consider it an adventure.
Consider it an adventure. Oh, it's so good.
Oh.
Sam, just tell him he'll call you slurs. That'll get him right there.
Guys do like that, don't they?
I guess they do.
That's just a thing that's like, oh man, fuck me and call me a slur. Like that's just a popular thing.
I suppose I get it, but like, I
feel like it's either a really aggressive bottoms or really aggressive tops, and that's 90% of gay men.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, I suppose it depends on the kind of slurs you want. Like, I don't really know if being called, like, a racial slur would really do anything for me. I mean, like, not that I've truthfully really ever had to worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm, like, brown, but I act so white, it literally doesn't matter.
Darian talks and acts so white, people just think he's white.
That's kind of just the way it works, right? I just get by with being kind of, like, exotic kind of looking.
We call that ambiguously tan.
Ambiguously tan.
You know, a Prince Naveen, if you will.
And it works. Abinanza. You know? Fucking I'll just start saying random shit. Oh yeah, it's from my home country.
Fuck. You could get away with it.
I could.
Because people would be like, is he Mediterranean? Is he like,
I've literally been called everything under the sun. It's my favorite game when meeting new people. Because more often than not, it's weird how often it comes up. People are going to be like, so what are you? And they'll be like, what do you think I am?
I always get anywhere in the Hispanic... I can't even say one country, right? Because it's like, people have thought that I'm of South America.
That's really weird,
Mexico,
though.
Spain, various parts of Asia.
You don't look anything like you would come from South America, though. I don't know. I mean, you definitely come across more as coming from somewhere in the Asia sphere.
Yeah.
But not South America.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
look,
Spain.
Look, white people.
Yeah, people. I get Greece. Do I look like I'm from Greece, Josh? People have said I look like I'm from Greece.
No.
Some people have said I look Mediterranean.
You have far more money than someone from Greece.
Whoa! What do you know about Greece that I don't? Because I don't know anything about Greece.
Well, that country's like horribly in debt, from what I hear.
I see. Well, then
it's why one of my favorite phrases I've ever heard is like, "You need enough money to return Greece to its former glory to afford that." That's my favorite phrase I've ever heard in my life.
That's crazy. Kind of hilarious.
It's real good.
I love that. Holy shit. That's funny as fuck.
I smirk at him.
It is.
He sighs and shakes his head.
He'd probably respect me less if I hook up with him on anything. Took him up on anything. Oh, let him respect you less. That's weird. That's business. Not really. Because I still respect you in more than anybody I know.
I whistle.
That's so.
I expect him to blush or get bashful, but he just nods his head slowly.
I think it is. But anyway, we have a lot of work to do today. I saw the film delivery inbox, and I think we should clear it out as fast as possible. Do you really need me in the Red Room? No, I'd rather just clean or take stock on the merchandise or do some heavy lifting. I would help. There's going to be an unbelievable amount of photography work for the parties and the wedding.
I agree to help him, but I don't see the point in me being in here. Something bad happened last time, and it's probably happened this time too. Oh, okay.
I don't like this room.
Good.
Very ominous.
Well, we'll end the part here, I think.
Okay.
So we'll see you guys around.